Hi everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my tarot channel today. My name is Paulina, and if you are interested in getting more readings, I have a Patreon link below. Feel free to donate $5 a month and you can receive more readings and other kinds of cool things. So I'm just petting my dog. That's what I'm doing when I'm leaning over here because she has anxiety and she tends to want me to pet her while I do these. Anyway, so today we are in the sign of Virgo, where we've moved from Leo, which is about the inner child. Also, it's a fixed energy, so there's a lot about, there's also Leo relates to gambling and casual sex and sort of, just that, or that's the fifth house, sort of play, like that kind of really play mentality, which anyway, in the sixth house, which we're moving into with the sun in Virgo, is really about purity. It's ruled by Mercury, which is also ruler of Gemini. Mercury is about the thought process. It's ruled by Hermes and Mercury, gods of communication. And yeah, it's also opposite. So Virgo is the number 9. It's the Hermit in the tarot. And the number 9 in the tarot is about interiority. The Hermit goes within, as the ascetic does, searching for inner truth. So we've moved from the lion and the inner child. This is about strength, really, that sign of Leo, to the maiden, who's mentally oriented. And not all people who are Virgos are really neat freaks, which is like really a stereotype of Virgos. More commonly, they're so mentally obsessed that they're messy because they're thinking so much and going over stuff, analyzing, that they're distracted in the physical world. I don't know if that makes sense. Also, they can be very intuitive in a way that is about practicality and service. Opposite Pisces. So yeah, it's like taking a pause to think and go within before we go into Libra, which is really about partnership and the other and the mirror self, or the aspect of the self we see in others. So Virgos can be loners. Also, Mercury is ruled by the number 5 is linked to Mercury. So anyone who has a 5 in their numerology is going to be a really good communicator, and an analytical thinker. So this could be really a time, as before we go into the winter solstice, which still some months away, but the harvest will be coming up, the autumnal equinox. And it is a time to go within. Then we have partnering up for the winter. Then we have the transformation of intimacy as the winter really comes. And then we have the Sagittarius. I could go through the whole wheel, what each aspect is representing in the time period. Anyway, so if we think of where we are now, in 6 months from now, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, August, September, October, November, December. Anyway, that's gonna be a time of release. As we go into February, which the end of February will be leading into Pisces. So right now is the structure, and then as the year goes on, the death and the release. I don't know if that makes sense. and the structure is mental, and the release is in the water side. So the release is about being one with all, but right now we're focused on interiority. So maybe some of that makes sense for what you're going through. And yeah, so we did get the Lovers reversed, which has to do with Gemini and choices. And this is a time where we're choosing how to live this life. If we have to decide if we're living the way we want to be, if that makes sense. And that really can be related to the Virgo mercurial energy. And so we got the Knight of Wands reversed, which is about maybe you've had to be defensive of something recently, something you're passionate about. We also got the Two of Wands, Jalil, the helping god, love and wisdom, victory over those who would attack you. And we got Sitael, number 3, the god of hope, construction of the universe, help with great works, protection from adversaries. So there could be someone who is like angered by your presence. And remember, it doesn't matter what we do, it could just be our very presence that intimidates someone. And we never know what pain someone's going through on the inside that they could be projecting onto us. And usually that's called being a scapegoat. But anyway, so that could be an aspect of your experience right now. We also got the Speaker of Rivers, and it is from the Shining Tribe Tarot, which is by Rachel Pollack. It says, instinct, feelings or desire, hard to put into words, possibly fear of the imagination and its mysteries. Right, so you may need to trust your instinct. I'm trying to think about how Virgo relates to instinct, because I think that the maiden's instinct is to find purity, and it's not just a moral purity, it's just purity in everything in life. And there is a river here, so, and it's a speaker, is a communicator, like Gemini. So maybe there's something you need to communicate that comes from the gut, and it could be embarrassing or awkward to say, but I would go for it. Also, we got Speaker of Stones here, and it says uncertainty, needing approval from others, keeping silent on something you know or believe very deeply. Right, so these are factors that could be coming up, and I wouldn't worry too much about them being negative. I would just worry about living in a way that feels pure to you, and that could be interpreted in so many ways. But yeah, I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much.